Anything else you were trying to learn? A few things. I've been trying to learn about cursed items, but I've been trying to learn about dread curses. Dark topics, true, but all the more important because of their seriousness. Are you interested in cursed items? They are fascinating. Usually they're the results of magical experimentation gone wrong, but not always. Heard there are even items that cause their bearer to become ill constantly. If you ever find an item like that, just throw it away. It will do nobody any good. Okay, I thought he was going to ask for them. What about dread curses? Dread curse is a powerful and pernicious curse, usually laid on a place to magically punish those who intrude. They are often very difficult to cure, but I suspect it is not impossible. If someone told me who can cure such a curse, I would reward them. I would imagine the priest in the Tower of Magi could cure them. General store, it looks like. And a bowyer. Do you buy things? You can buy tools of thievery here, and sell any goods you may have acquired in your travels. You're lucky to have come to my shop during generous times. How's that? Soldiers are too busy to worry much about a little petty thievery. Anyway, the stuff I sell is too useful. Useful to who? Certain servants of Avernum, and are always needing lockpicks and poison for a little spying jaunts, recon, wet work. You know how it is. How are you going to infiltrate an Empire fort without lockpicks, eh? She grins and starts sharpening small, wicked-looking dagger. Okay, you buy things. Although at a pretty shoddy price. Tools and items to assist in extra-legal activities. She also pays for goods people bring her, and she isn't too picky about where the stuff comes from. Oh well. It's gotta go somewhere. Those first aid kits are probably weighing him down something awful. 80 pounds? 155 pounds? I think I'm gonna sell them. Or at least, how about we pick up... How many do I want to keep? I keep 5, so I'll sell 10. Drop 5. There, now you have more carry space. Also, you can identify 2 items. What is this chainmail? This iron chainmail. It's an upgrade. And someone else had something. You have a ring of skill. Got iron chainmail before I got steel-studded armor. Accuracy and damage in combat. Hey you. Buy that and that. There we go. Okay, I bet there's a quest in the barracks. Hey guy. Need a tall, gaunt soldier. His face is heavily lined and not just with age. His expression seems locked in a permanent scowl. And his eyes are cold. He looks you over and says, I am Captain Johnson. What can I do for you? You in charge of this fort? Not slowly. His eyes never stop meeting your gaze. I rule this fort. Tell me of this fort. Fort Duno is a knife aimed at the heart of the Empire. We never miss a chance to slay an enemy of Avernum, or a potential enemy. Sounds like the Empire is in trouble if it comes near here. He smirks. A strong foe, but we can make things go very ugly for them when we get our hands on them. Very ugly indeed. Gives you a close look. You're adventurers, are you not? I often look to hire adventurers to go on missions. Strong troops, but they have their hands full babysitting refugees. Stupid refugees. They should just die so we can go back to killing the Empire. If you're interested, let me know. What mission? Yes, I do have something for you. Somewhere to the west, to the north of Kotra, some sliffs, some of the hostile kind, have a hidden lair. Find it and kill their leader. You'll be rewarded. Okay. Vague, but I can manage that, I think. Hey, old slash homeless slash refugee person. Dorkin. A man with the look of a refugee walks up to you and mutely holds out a begging bowl. He bows his head in an almost but not quite humble manner. I'm Dorkin, sirs. Did you wind up down here? Well, I'll tell you. The Empire threw me down here for being poor, no more, no less. So I go to Kotra and I work hard, make a business for myself. What sort of business? I was the best cobbler in Kotra, and then the Empire comes down here and they make me poor again. So I'm starting to figure maybe some fellows just meant to be poor. Could you maybe give me a coin? Yep, sure, there you go. Thank you kindly. See you later. Always gotta check the perimeter. There's always stuff hidden out here. Sometimes fights. Maybe not every time, but a lot of the time. I already bought everything that place has to offer. No need to go there again. Are those the null bugs? Those are the giant slugs. And that's probably a gray mold or something. That's the Nephil. Yeah, those look like the null bugs. It's hard to tell what they are unless they're facing this way. This way. Nope, no caches. Took me a second to figure out who that person was. There's some soldiers hanging out up there. Bones and broken whips are scattered all over the cave floor, hundreds of feet in every direction. This area has seen at least one major skirmish, probably more. Sucks for them. Okay, alright, I remember this now. So, this is quite a hike to get here. Okay, we have enlightenment. What we need to do now is make a beeline for that house. Yep, try to decipher it while you're enlightened. The writing is in your native alphabet, but you can't make any sense of it. Looks like gibberish. Then the enlightenment in your brain kicks in. You realize that it's a cipher, and a simple one. Each letter has been moved up 10 letters to conceal the meaning. Soon you decode it. Whoever lived here knew a powerful magical spell he was trying to conceal the knowledge. He obviously didn't want to share the knowledge with his fellow mages. Such jealousy is common in their profession. The writing explains how to cast a powerful healing spell. Oh, return life level 2. Mycroft is not skilled enough. Divine Restoration level 2. Mycroft is definitely not skilled enough for either of those. He's only got pre-spells 11. It's quite a problem. Wish I could make a marker on the map like, nope, we already saw that. Like, here's a thing. A thing you should take note of. You get close to the ruins of Kosha. This was once one of Avernum's great cities. A thriving port. It was a key conduit between supplies north of Avernum and the Great Cave. Now an Empire raid has gone in and burned the city and fled, leaving a grievous wound in Avernum's side. Now more than ever, you see how high the stakes are in this devastating war. Sure, search the area. I'm just gonna stop searching until I can increase my luck. It's expensive to increase luck, though. Hey, ogres. Empire soldiers! Well, I wasn't expecting that. What wasn't I expecting? I wasn't expecting everyone to have a turn before Suresh got a chance to get in there. Those archers! Holy crap. Eat lightning! Just as well because those archers were the biggest threat. Iron armor, iron longswords again. £20 free. You could take both the bows. Okay, you can't take both the bows. Drop that bow. And I know there's another bigger group in there, so we're just going to back off. Watch those ogres stroll right past the guard post. Good job, guys. And go sell things. Iron longsword. 4 chainmail. Actually, these prices aren't the best. Apparently, so let's go here and sell things instead. advised things was here. Yeah, this is a little better. Man, you need more strength. But hey, that helps. Spell barrier, probably only for level 1 barriers though. Apparently we do need some gray mold though. We're going to need it for several things, apparently. Or did I accidentally sell it? I might have accidentally sold it, in which case I just bought it back. Okay. The tavern that's interesting? You? Elodie. You mean a small, gorgeous woman wearing a somewhat sparse dancer's clothes. Bereft of an audience, however, she seems somewhat depressed. She floats gracefully over to you. I'm Elodie. Don't meet many dancers in Avernum. Not surprised. When I was thrown into Avernum, my soul was heavy. I could not dance at all. Could not start again until... Until what? Let's become more clumsily for a moment. She looks upset. I did not come down here alone. We tried to survive, but I am alone now. I I will spend my time dancing. It is the only way I can express my... She stops speaking. A tear runs down her face. She struggles to regain the simple grace of movement she had when you began to speak with her. It's a partial success. Thank you for your time. Everyone's got a sob story. What do you got for sale? Room, 5 drinks, coin... Drinks, 2 coin, and gossip is free. Gossip? Isn't close. Archer in town. Name's Gordon. Asking around about passengers or some such. Doesn't want people to know about it. But he was rude to me, so you know. Oh well. He grins mischievously. Someone named Archer is asking about passengers. Or there's an archer in town asking about passengers. The center of this room contains several dead Avernite soldiers awaiting cremation. They are kept from rotting by blocks of ice laboriously dragged from the colder tunnels. Ugh. Interesting detail. Scott. He's a thin old man sitting under the tree fishing. He doesn't notice you. You tap him on the shoulder. Oh, hello. Call me Scott. You watch as he reels in a pale, wiggling cave fish, edible but unappealing. What are you up to? Just an old man whiling away his last year's fishing. How'd you end up here? Nephilim destroyed my farm years ago. Now I just do odd jobs for my keep and relax fishing, keeping those darn refugees away. You don't like them? No, that's not it. They just scare the fish, he sighs. I have nothing against them. I give them the fish I catch. How can you relax with the war on? Looks up at you. Friend, the world is always full of suffering. It gets worse, or it gets better, but it never ends. So sometimes, no matter how bad it gets, you need to just force out a little moment of peace. I tell you that for nothing. Thanks. Hey, you're an archer. Gordon. A heavy-set man with a longbow slung over his shoulder, a full quiver of arrows at his side. He looks you over nervously as you approach. I'm Gordon, he says. How fares ye? Oh, passes. You have a job in town? Just killing time. He looks back, down at his drink. He doesn't seem inclined to say anything else. I heard you were asking around about passes. First he looks upset,